Hello, greetings. I'm blah, 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 blah. That guy, someone named Dean. And I think we're gonna play some more Kentucky Route Zero because, yeah, let's do it. That's why. Oh, I hope you're having a good day today. I'm doing good. I just got off work. Well, not really. I mean, yes, I did get off work, but I just kind of got home, had a shower, checked in on the kiddo and the wife, and yeah, here we are. Let's push that button. Today wasn't a bad day. It was a little bit quiet because I guess a lot of people are on vacation. But, you know, still work to do. And yeah, I kept myself busy. So I was kind of almost more peaceful. Though I do miss some of my coworkers since they weren't there. But I'm sure they're doing all right, having a good time. And yeah, just keeping everything flowing. It's a nice sunny day. My little one is feeling sick, though, so that's been on my mind all day. So, I think yesterday I may have talked about how we were going to do... Oh, no, it didn't save it. Oh, shucks. Really? It didn't save it? That's interesting. Normally it saves a bit of progress between things, but... I guess integral chapters or integral acts that, you know, take place between the main acts, I guess... Yeah. Well, I guess they do not save. So I'm just going to do this and we'll be right back, okay? Give me 1 second. Almost caught up. I decided to look up what the heck Saturn in retrograde means. And apparently, according to a quick Google search, Saturn retrograde is an optical illusion in which the planet appears to be moving backward, but is only moving slower in its solar orbit. During this time, the austere planet of responsibility slows down in the cosmos, making us more reflective and contemplative. It's a time to shift your focus. You might experience a slowdown in your professional growth. You might not be highly productive, but it offers insight, apparently. Anyways, I'm gonna skip forward ahead, just thought I'd look that up. And yes, I guess this guy's jamming out. That's not a glitch. Also, the floor is definitely flooding, that's for sure. So when you first start the chapter versus later on, or yeah, it's just getting worse, which is interesting. Anyways, 1 second. Okay, and we are back. I don't know if it's just the audio of the storm, of this, what's going on here, but this rain is really loud for some reason in game. I kind of dialed back my volume just to hopefully remedy that. Okay, so let's continue. All right. So yeah, I think this is where we left off yesterday, before I had to take off and do family stuff, which I guess I'll recap on that. For the most part, it went good. Except my son got really, really sick yesterday, and he's doing a little bit better today, but he's still feeling sick. So let's just say he may have projectile vomited, and family came over after battling traffic, and we were like, I don't know if anyone wants to stay. You're welcome to, but the kiddo's sick, and I'm just throwing that out there. He just got sick now. If you're uncomfortable with that, I totally understand if you want to leave. But everyone ended up staying, and then I was like, hey, this is the shirt he would be wearing if he wasn't throwing up. And then the shirt said Big Brother on it. And yeah, it was nice, and everyone was excited. He just cuddled with Mom, which meant I had to do a lot of running around and cooking, which was totally fine. And I think I did pretty good considering. Normally when we have family events, family loves to hang out with, the kiddo, distract him, and then the wife and I just tag team any sort of event. But, well, son only wanted to hang out with her, with mom. So it was just up to me, and I think I did okay. The only thing I did wrong was I looked away for a couple seconds and ended up annihilating some buns I meant to toast. So they were thoroughly charred. But yeah, it was good. It was nice to see family and commemorate a moment, or just celebrate something. It's just nice to celebrate. And my wife's uncle, who was having the issues with his vehicle, he was stranded like 4 hours away. He's coming out sometime tonight, I guess. Not sure when, but haven't heard from him. Hopefully he didn't drop his phone in another porta potty, but yeah, he'll be over here soon, and that'll be good to see him. But yeah, maybe we'll have some beers or something. I'll cook him up a burger. But anyways, okay. Just updating. That's where we're at. Kid does seem to be doing better. At least. Okay.
I wonder how many people even tune in at this point. Is she just reading her poetry to us here in the studio? Sure, of course. That's great. What happened with the power? That was weird, right?
The power? Oh, it seems like a normal kind of thing to happen in a storm.
Yeah, you're right. I just have an eerie feeling tonight.
Oh, Saturn's in retrograde, right?
It sure is. Well, ready to go?
Ready.
Okay, let's continue looking around here. Some of the studio wiring is in the puddles now. That is not good.
That's dangerous, right? Nobody else seems concerned about it. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that.
Well, you shouldn't really ignore electrical wires and water. That is definitely a safety hazard. Is it even dripping inside the... Am I seeing water? Oh. Yeah, it's definitely wet in here.
Okay, this ceiling is falling apart. Doesn't bode well for the roof.
Well, at least Ben and Bob seem to be content with their ghost project. I guess the videos will have to survive. I wonder, is this a flashback? Maybe this is what Bob, Ben, and Emily did before they started being wandering musicians? And I wonder if these VHSs are the ones that end up on the Muskie Mammoth. I think I said that before. Yeah, the floor is just soaking wet. Jeez. Okay.
Now we enter the cultural section of tonight's program.
I think in that one segment with the Radovinsky Center or whatever, where I think it was the two characters, Jen and Mimi, were watching Shannon do some questionnaires in some sort of weird place along the Echo River. I think one of the... So her name gets dropped here, Mimi. I guess she might have worked with Emily before, maybe. But I swear she said something happened to WEVP-TV or something like that. It got... I think this place got destroyed. So... I think that's what she said, so I guess we're gonna find out what happens here. And I wonder how it ties into like Weaver and all that.
Did you fix it? Just came back on its own. It'll just take a second for the equipment to warm back up, and we'll be on the air again. Spooky.
It's a disaster out there. The neighbor's barn is basically underwater.
Wow. So just completely...
Yeah, just completely flooded. I passed Ron on the way in. He's going to take a look and see if there's anything he can do.
Will they be okay?
Ron knows what he's doing. He used to be a firefighter.
It's a little bit different though, right?
I guess.
Nikki hands some wet paper towels to Rita.
Oh, thanks.
Nikki pulls a journal out of her jacket pocket.
I brought my work.
Oh, good. Nikki reads her poetry. It's a weekly feature of our broadcast. Oh, great. I look forward to hearing it. Yeah, I just hope that we can keep going. We lost power a little while before, right?
Better get started then. To the out-of-towner. What ego flew you to your final bed? It was not men who brought you there to sleep. The men who left you bloody then fled. Had chosen mud and muddy watered. Did wild turkeys gobble, dote and care, and wipe the moss beneath your eyelids clear? Did cardinals pull the twigs out from your hair, and wash your hands and feet, and trim your beard? When wood ducks dress you in your resting gown, and pigeons fashion shoes from leaves and bark, who then sewed flowers into a burial crown? The one who made your headdress was a hawk. The men who broke your body, or were they? The vulture stayed hollow on your funeral day.
Bennett? Ben is yelling. Interesting.
Emily, look at the monitor.
Dude, be quiet. We're live right now.
No, we're not. Look.
I wonder if Weaver hijacked it. Which monitor? The one with slow-mo crow mo? Oh yeah. That's not our broadcast.
That's not our broadcast. Damn. There she is. Momo was right. What's wrong? It's her. Weaver. Oh, really? Tonight? Sorry about this, Maya. What's going on?
Local prankster. She jams our signal every once in a while, whenever the stars align.
Prankster? Not the word I would use.
Damn. So, what do you do about it?
Just wait until she's done. We've never been able to stop her from jamming us. We don't even know how she does it. We should be back on in a minute, though. Don't worry.
Still so stormy out there. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy. On Pueblo de Nada. So that's it? It just ends? I didn't realize I was so close to the end of the act, so that's probably why I didn't save. Well, I guess we should continue then. Huh. I wonder how this ties into the chapter 5 here. Guess we'll find out. A town. Well, maybe this is that town. I guess we're gonna see. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think Mimi during that segment I was talking about discusses how a place was flooded. So, oh, is this Ron? Oh, yeah, it is. And we got Shannon, Ezra. Interesting. So I'm just thinking, was the discussion that station got flooded in the past? Or did that just happen? I guess we'll talk to Ron over here. I think that's him. So maybe he can kind of shed some insight on what happened.
That's everything, right?
How did this all fit in that truck?
It's bigger on the inside.
The sun is shining. The birds are singing. The flowers are opening. Dew glistens on the grass.
May I use your phone, Miss Shannon?
Huh? Who are you calling?
I was gonna call Julian.
Who is Julian?
Long story.
So, where is 5 Dogwood Drive?
Right. No idea. Maybe we should split up. Okay. Holler if you find anything.
Okay. Honestly, I feel like... What? I'm a cat? Interesting. Well, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to do that whole thing I talked about where I go like, blep. And then I do this, and wait, hold on. Let's reposition this cat. Okay, hold on. Get rid of the grain. There we go. That's nice, I think. That could be the title card. Or, hold on. We'll circle around, see what it looks like. Huh. Well, it looks like Emily, Ben, and Bob, so they look fine. Interesting. So, maybe everything's okay. And then there's all these shadowy figures. What is going on? Huh. What is going on? Okay. Here, full screen it. All right. So this is all the stuff, eh? I missed what that icon was. Was that telling me I can go back down? Cat just meows down this hole. This hole that's just in the center of a field with no fence around it. Dangerous. Oh, is this that cat that they said worked for that place? I think so. Where Mimi and Jen were working at, the Radovinsky Survey Center, whatever it's called. What is going on here? Just some random silhouettes of people? And what are we looking at? What was in Conway's truck? Like a lounger, an armchair, shelf. Shadows are kind of wander. Can I wander over here to see what these people are doing? Oh, interesting. Oh, it's going to be a chapter where stuff is happening regardless of things. This old girl is operated by pulleys. I mean 100% mechanical. Well, except for the throttle. I can do that. Sorry, for some reason... hold on. 1 second. Okay, we are back. There we go. Yeah. The Elgato... Well, so I have a K55 RGB Corsair keyboard. And the 6 G keys, 1 through 6, on the side of my keyboard here just weren't working. And that's the one I had dedicated to button and to swap out of any voice universally, regardless. Sorry about that noise. Regardless of whatever page I have open on my Stream Deck. And yeah, it just kind of, I wanted to tab out and fix that because, you know, I kind of want it to work. Okay. Right. So we were over... Okay. So I guess everyone survived. You know, for a second I was like, did Ben, Bob, and Emily actually like die and the whole time they were ghosts? That's why no one's able to talk to them, but I see them there.
Will it still follow?
Oh, yes. She just got banged up a little in the storm. I'll have her up and running again by this afternoon, I'm sure.
Can I fly it?
Well, how's your upper body strength?
It's good. Really good.
This old girl's operated by pulleys. I mean 100% mechanical.
This is probably not the voice I was using for him earlier, but oh well.
Well, except for the throttle.
I could do that.
I admire your confidence, young man. Yep. Just a little bent metal. I'll have her scour thee again in a matter of hours.
Oh.
I've been doing this a long time, kiddo.
It's neat that we get to play as a cat. This game always surprises me. Yeah, you can totally see that they're up there. And then there's just weird ghosts. Yeah, interesting. So, is this where Dogwood Drive is located? Maybe they couldn't find it because it got destroyed destroyed by a flood? Although the flood just happened, so that's confusing. Let's see what's going on over here. What's going on, cat?
Just taking one last look. Not much left to look at, is there? It's true. That was a hell of a storm, but this ancient earthwork is still solid. It's beautiful, right? This big mound. Most of these ancient earthworks are thought to be burial mounds, but this one definitely isn't. To be honest, I don't know what it was for.
Okay, well, I guess, Wait a second. Hold on. I just thought of something. So, I know I keep mentioning it, but that weird Radovinsky Center chapter where Shannon and, I guess, Shannon, Ezra, and Conway went to, and then the cat followed them out, I guess. The two characters, Mimi and Jen, were talking about WEVP-TV, and got destroyed in the flood. But they were also discussing how they were going over old survey footage. So their conversation happens in the future. So therefore, yeah, their conversation happened way later, and they were referring to something that hadn't happened yet for Shannon, or basically us following the game. Now I see what was going on. For a second I thought, like, did a flood happen twice? No, that's not the case. So it's interesting though how all these characters are kind of interconnected in abstract ways.
That's a damn shame. That's what you call it.
Distressed meow.
Well, what do you know anyway? Sorry. I'm just upset.
Reassuring meow.
You're right.
That is unfortunate. So I guess this flood just happened. For us, anyways. Not for those two characters I keep mentioning. This is the barn, I guess. Must have washed the animals out. You go in? You can. Not sure if there's really much to look at in here. Oh. The cat has no problem climbing around. Oh, now you're behind the fence. Oh, well, hold on. Is there something back here? Is there a reason I can go back here as a cat? The seer reclined high in a tree, carving fine details into a small wooden pipe. Oh, another example of this game just being unusual and strange. Let's see what we got here. Just this weird figure in the tree. And true to this game's ability to always switch up the format that you become accustomed to, where it looks like we get to select words out of the sentence to focus on. Let's click on pipe.
She'd done the bulk of the carving over hazy mornings with a stoneworker. He smoked constantly. She only smoked when she was happy, or very sad, or bored. From this height, she could see the earth movers shaping the mounds under the draftsman's supervision. She could see him inspecting his plan, the drawing he made from her game, the map.
And whatever that was gone. I wonder if we're playing as a cat to be able to see the ghosts that were discussed during that that chapter we were just finishing off with the radio station. The Pueblo de Nada. I'm butchering it, I can't remember. But anyways, there's discussions about the old civilization that used to be here. And I wonder, they say cats can see ghosts and stuff like that. That's why cats are always staring off into the distance, apparently. So maybe the developers of this game let us play as a cat so we can kind of see ghosts and whatnot.
Who's this here? All I can read is better days. Better days ahead. I may be dreaming of better days once more before going into the ground.
I remember saying one time that if I ever had a headstone or a tombstone when I die, I'd like it to say something kind of inspiring or cheerful or whatever. I mean, obviously, I don't think I'll ever be able to afford a tombstone because, what, they're like 20 grand or something like that? Or it's very expensive for a plot of land. So retracting a little bit, I always said, hey, you know, if I'm gone, just get rid of my body in the most cost-effective way. Just huck me in a ditch. I don't mind. But if I had a tombstone, I'd want something uplifting or encouraging. If someone's gonna take the effort to look at a piece of rock that represented me, I'd want it to be cheerful or positive, or, you know, even for just randoms. Something like "the rest is up to you" or something like that. Marianne here is going, it's not too sad. I'm not going to be able to toggle their voices. No, I think it should be happy. Right. It's remembrance. Right. Like a monument. Totally. So, they should be represented with dignity and respect. Of course. Of course. But not to the point where it makes everyone feel that they have to be serious when they're standing under it. Does that make sense? No, yeah, it definitely does. I think I have an idea. Great. I'll just dig in. Thanks, Marianne. Happy to help. So while I do have learning what I've learned from doing this whole voice mod thing, that as long as I have it open, I can see it loading to different voices, but I don't know if it's just my computer and maybe it's slowness or whatever, but I do notice that toggling between certain voices takes a couple seconds. If I talk too soon, you'll notice it, and I unfortunately failed to notice until much later. Especially when I played the chapter where you first meet Junebug and Johnny, that it just was taking a little too long to load. So with that said, if they're just automatically talking like that, I'm just gonna have to read it out loud. Think it'll rain anymore? Nah. I don't see any clouds. Hell, it'll probably rain anyhow. Just our luck. Assertive meow. Oh, really? Confident meow. He thinks it's going to rain again tomorrow. Nah. I don't know, man. Animals have a weird sense for the weather. Oh, I thought they were dead. I thought these guys were dead for some reason. I think I commented on that probably a couple times, just wondering the metaphors and motifs of the game. Wanda sleeps peacefully. The reason being is, I thought that maybe some people were dead in this game because of the whole first chapter. You see these three playing a board game, but they don't seem to respond to Conway at all, and then they just vanish when he grabs their dice for some weird reason. No idea why. How far is this game gonna let me go? Can I go over here to these ghosts? See what they're doing? I guess so. Let's see.
At first, they only observed the truck from a distance, It was an alien carcass, something that made more sense in death than in life. The company had dropped it off in the middle of the day when everyone was at the plant. They let it sit overnight, alone and strange. Nikki thought it was ridiculous, but Ron approved. To Elmo, the truck was simply beautiful. The truck reminded him of New York City, which he'd visit once by bus and which had made a great impression on him, especially the mountains of garbage that dotted the sidewalks. The truck didn't smell yet, but it would. A glorious patina built up over decades of progress and labor. Of course, there was nowhere to drive it. Even Ron conceded that. Everyone had to agree this was money and attention that would have been better spent addressing the town's drainage problems. Maybe finally get started on that damn messianic ditch. Still, they had a few things to dispose of. Broken flower pots, empty glass bottles, clothes that didn't fit anymore. They gradually fell into the habit of collecting waste and carrying it to the truck. Once a month, some shadows would come in from the night woods and haul the garbage away on a cart. Anything over here with these buildings? I see. So once you interact with the ghosts, they're gone. Oh, it's kind of neat that you get to interact over here. Is there a ghost? Yep. Let's see what it says. Looks like a figure hugging another. Paints and chalk in the small bag, diary in the large bag, stuffed dog in the small bag, photographs of Chris in the large bag. No, in the small bag? Sandra couldn't decide. Should she keep the photo of her husband? Or should Alex keep the photo of his father? I don't know why, but kind of reading this tugged on my heartstring for a bit, maybe because I'm a dad. If something happened to me, would I want my wife to keep my photo or my son? She dreaded the separation from her son. Brazier insisted it was just to help Alex develop independence and community ethics. But she'd seen the same thing happen to Isabel after criticizing Frazier's new flight control plans. It was obviously a punishment. She set everything down, closed her eyes, massaged her temples, and wondered, not for the first time, how Frazier had consolidated so much invisible power so quickly. How had he done it? Had he in fact done anything at all to claim this incredible latence of influence? Or had they simply, blindly, given it to him? Then they fade away. So the people who lived here no longer do, I guess. So it's mostly abandoned for some reason. Can I go in this house? No? Oh, they're gone again. Ben, Bob, and Emily. Like I said, they have a tendency to disappear. Alert meow. Can I talk to this other cat? A croak reverberates inside the smoker. Huh. Excited meow. The frog slips out into the grass, too quick to see. So she's painting something there. This shouldn't have happened. We should have been better prepared. All of us. But most of all, that damn company who built this place. And left it only half built when they pulled out of town. Damn shame.
I'm guessing it's the consolidated power company that's been discussed about. Can I go over here to where this shadow is and interact with it? Or no? I guess not. Is this cat meant to be interacted with a little bit? Alert meow. Slithering sound from somewhere in the grass. Cautious meow. Silence. I guess we can see how Junebug and Johnny are doing. They're just looking at that precariously placed hole. Huh. Junebug and Johnny strain to hear the noises coming from the well.
There's that weird, sleepy singing again. It's kind of reverent. Choir, maybe? You think the truck's okay down there?
Sure. I doubt any thief could get us started.
Even if you did start it, where would you go? How far into this water I can... I guess you can go pretty far as a cat into this area. That's about as far as you can go, I guess. So I wonder where the radio station was.
Wow. How did it get out? Up there.
Oh yeah, this is Flora. Flora from the Museum of Dwellings. So presumably, if that's where we met Ezra, they would probably actually know each other. I think, if he was actually helping Julian lift those houses. Which part of me wonders even if that was real, but hey, you know, this game's kind of just magically weird. I guess it did happen, I guess.
Testing. I slipped into a stream and held my breath as it carried me deep underground.
Then what happened?
Then I found a library of television. There were TVs everywhere. As soon as you walked in the door, every channel was playing at once. I had one eyeball pointed at a cooking show and the other at a crime show. If I had stayed any longer, I would have split into 1,000 different people.
Wow. I'm glad you got out of there.
And my night was only beginning. I was traveling with some strange companions for a while, too, but not as strange as yours. There's a strange woman who I think was a witch. She talked a lot about herbs and rituals. I'll try to remember some later. spent most of the night in the company of a bus driver. She told me all the secret spots to wait for the bus. In fact, she gave me a thorough tour. I'll share the secrets with you, but only with you.
I hung out with an old dog and some musicians.
And we both had quite an adventure.
We should stick together.
Oh, is this, You know, I don't know if this game lets you choose endings or not. I still wonder. For some reason, I'm just weighing the decision. Not that... I don't know if it really matters, though, to be honest. I don't know Flora as a character, other than she seemed to be in that area with, what's his name? Dashiell Morse, underground, and at the Museum of Dwellings.
A nice idea. But you should stay with your friends. I think they still need your help.
I was thinking a little bit about... Well, I keep saying the antagonist of the game, but it's not the Hard Time Distillery, I think, that caused... Well, Ron was complaining over there about the company that kind of let this happen. So maybe the true enemy of this game is just bigger corporations that just don't care about people, I guess. Oh, hi, kitty. Where did you come from, huh? Follow a bird up here? These folks, the ones who built this thing, they chased birds too? It's like macaws or something in here? Or toucans? I actually don't even know what they're called.
George scanned the shelf. He quickly found the book he was looking for. There were only a few dozen left. More shelves than books now. The result of an experiment called the New Selection. Privately, he called it the Purge. But only privately, in small groups of reliable complainers. The unspoken rule was to hold back criticism as long as possible. Experiments needed time to unfold naturally, without the interference of doubt. George would have preferred to complain more freely. Even the scheduled feedback circle sessions had been losing their teeth lately, he thought, a trend that coincided with Frazier's increasingly central role in the community. Who is this Frazier, and when did this happen, I wonder? Frazier proposed and executed experiments just like any other community member, but his experiments had a scorched earth quality. They were all destructive. He moved from one area of community life to the next in search of excess to cut back. Lately, he'd been turning his sight to the library. The New Selection meant decimating their store of books according to Frazier's own inscrutable criteria. Now we are guaranteed something vital every time we take a book from the shelf. No more time lost to printed chaff.
Frazier's colorless voice echoed in George's mind. He felt like splitting. Instead, he tucked the book under his arm and set off for the woods. So perhaps Frazier could have been a representative of the company that used to be here? Intrigued meow. Really? That's what they wrote. They follow some migrating birds up here from Central America. Somewhere up to Florida. And then here. Skeptical meow. Well, that's what they wrote. Anyway. I guess it might have been a metaphor. Alert meow. Cats being cats. A lizard darts from beneath the rock. Cautious meow. No sign of the lizard now. Looking over here. A bell. Game lets you just wander around the structure even. Interesting. Back over here. Church. See, as Ezra's wandering around.
What kind of fish were those?
They're goldfish. They eat algae and mosquito eggs. Very helpful. I'm surprised this survived the storm, actually. Some weren't so lucky. And now I'm writing this poem. I'd like it to be hopeful somehow, but it keeps coming out sad.
So I guess some of the people died. Big old group of people over there. Oh, hey. This is it. This would have been it. Yeah. This is it right here. WEVP-TV. It did get destroyed. The couch. The archival videos. So yeah, they didn't end up on the Muskie Mammoth. They're just scattered around here. And there's some ghosts here, so maybe some people did die?
Elmo gave Rita a tour of the cameras and wiring. She'd just been through a certificate program on public broadcasting at the community college, so no surprises there. Nikki showed her the video databank. James demonstrated the sanded image processor, and then Ron came barreling in with an urgent expression. The station had a great collection of videotapes made by local artists, along with a huge library of what looked like home movies. There were tapes about local politics, the weather, video dream diaries. Rita was eager to start contributing her own work. It wasn't quite the radical guerrilla television crew she dreamed of joining. This group seemed more interested in sharing the town's home movies and cultural jamming and interfering with corporate stations. But she liked that focus on local concerns.
Ron's news was clearly bad news. Rita's heart sank a little as they listened. She knew things were unraveling, knew from experience what that looked like. But as she listened to Ron's detail of the power company's sudden withdrawal from the town affairs, she heard other possibilities. She studied their faces and found concern, for sure, but also something like relief, hope, an awakening of play. Nikki looked like she might have been daydreaming. These were people, Rita decided, ready to step out of the company's shadow and build something of their own. Ron said the TV station would still be funded by court order. Could that be their anchor? Huh. So maybe it's not ghosts. Maybe we're just memories. Just gonna kind of meow at the bird. Meow. Greeting meow. Eager chittering. Yeah, so maybe it's just memories we're discovering. Affirmative meow. An agreeable caw. Friendly meow. Short coo. Negative meow. Chittering dismissively. Inquisitive meow. Confused coo. Quite the conversation we're having. Doubtful meow. Soft chitters. Curious meow. Inquisitive caw. Confident meow. Curt chitters. No, heard something upstairs. Sounds like my son is up and moving around, which is good. Is there anything else happening around here? Well, whoever was sleeping there isn't. Oh, I bet that's my wife's uncle. So I should probably see how he's doing in just a second here. Okay. Yeah. So I think I will pause for now and maybe continue this later. So that's what we'll do. Because I feel like maybe we're going to find out something important in here. Maybe this is Dogwood Drive, but yeah, okay, I'll be back. So, be right back.